Welcome inside Oracle Arena. I'm Ed Cohen with the former Chicago Bulls guard Jay Williams. And Jay, next year, the Warriors will move across the bay to San Francisco. But right now, trying to put on another show here in Oakland.
And speaking of a show, how about how many shows we saw in this building? The days of Run TMC, the killer crossover by Tim Hardaway, and how about the sweet shooting of Chris Mullin and Mitch Richmond?
Expect nothing short of greatness within these walls. Just enough of a head fake to help on that one.
I'll look out for that same move on the next possession, though.
We get a whistle and a timeout by Golden State as they'll make sure they're aligned here in a 2-point ball game. Curry. And he buries it. Jay, the system produces once again.
And in today's game, you have to make shots like that. Nice work draining it from deep.
It's the Hawks with the basketball. Jay, I'm going to say that you don't know this, but since 1980, the Hawks have drafted only 4 players to appear in the All-Star game. Doc Rivers, Kevin Willis, Al Horford, and Jeff Teague.
Well, how about a guy named Dominique Wilkins? I'm sorry.
Oh, well, interesting that you'd ask. Dominique Wilkins was actually selected by the Utah Jazz. Trae Young to Allen Crabbe. Can't miss those. Thompson, his first effort, off the mark.
Great contest by the D, but I want to see the coaching staff call the same exact play the next possession. Get that offensive player the ball. Let him prove that it wasn't the D. It was more in his own head.
Curry, 9 points for him to start the game. He's hit 3 threes in this first quarter. Lights out from downtown.
And defensively, you have to stay in these guys' pocket. Force him to be a driver rather than a shooter.
Trae Young to Allen Crabbe. Down low, Collins. To the rim. Lays it up and in.
Learn from that. You got to be a step ahead of the offensive player. Know that fake is coming again later.
Russell to Thompson. Lets it fly from beyond the arc. Good luck making excuses. Klay Thompson wide open. He's not going to miss that one.
It's all about creating space with the dribble. Once you have that gap, you can beat somebody in a variety of ways. He chose a dagger with the 3.
Oh, the touch at the rim. Count it.
That's what they need to do more of. Attack that basket. Hit him where it hurts.
On fire to start this one. 4 threes in this first quarter alone.
And I love this offense in the playbook. It's called give him the ball and get out the way.
Goes reverse to lay it in.
It looks like he's using his ball handling to feel the game out. I know it looks like he's just playing around out there trying to get the fans going. That is true, but he's also finding his rhythm.
Give him 2 points. High percentage.
And sometimes less is more. Keeping it simple is the best way.
Thompson to Russell. Curry. Rare miss the way he's been shooting. Shot's no good.
Just because you're an elite shooter doesn't mean you need to shoot the ball every possession. Maybe give a head fake, crack into the defender, get to the free throw line, see the ball go in the hole.
Warriors basketball. Curry. Yes. Give the advantage to the shooter.
And here's a setup, Ed, down the stretch. From a player who's been in these type of positions, Eventually, I'm going to hit you with a head fake, and you're going to have to jump considering. And that's when I find an easy way to get to the rim or force the defense to collapse to kick out for, guess what, another one.
Some lineup changes now for both clubs. To Trae Young. And he's fouled, and he earns a trip to the line.
It's still early, so no real impact on that call. But you know that they're going to call this one tight, so you might want to keep your hands out of his pocket.
First try, no good. Second one's good. Splits the pair. Curry. Not that exclamation point. Willie Cauley-Stein with the slam.
Ed, I bet you can't say his name 3 times fast.
That's William Cauley-Stein.
I said fast, Ed, fast.
Got it.
Green. That pass stolen by the Hawks. Draymond Green able to recover with the block. Beyond the arc for 3. Can't get the bounce. Tough make through traffic.
There you go. I like seeing scoring coming from unlikely sources.
Hawks come up with it.
Yeah, I'll take that. Trap. Trap this. Good.
Off the penetration, almost, but no good.
And physicality is your friend. Don't let these guys get any easy ones down low. Make them look at the refs, wondering where the foul was every time.
It's Atlanta ball. Willie Cauley-Stein snatching it out of the air. Shot from the lane won't go. So we played one here at Oracle with the Warriors on top. Jay and I back to Oakland after this. You're tuned into the NBA on EA Sports. About to start the second quarter. Both teams very productive at the outset.
Both teams are on fire, but speaking of competitive juices, one of the beautiful things that we heard during the timeout in a team huddle, you heard multiple voices that weren't the coach saying how much more they needed to fight in order to win this game. Oh, trust me, the intensity level is going to pick up a couple of notches.
Reset here. Let's see what they do. Draymond Green with a piece. That's out. Last touch by Draymond Green. Trae Young.
Double.
Kicks it around the perimeter to Trae Young. Here's a chance from long range. Off the iron. No good. The follow won't go either. Thompson to bring it into the front court. His team on top by 8. It's good. Coach wants to see more from his D.
Well, they're shooting the ball at an amazing clip, and when they shoot the ball this well, they're essentially unguardable. And Ed, let me tell you what that does for the team. It eventually opens up space to put the ball down on the ground and get to the rim. That's how critical the three-point shot is.
Knocks it down. Defender has to
case all the time moving forward.
Time for some new personnel into the game. Trae Young down for Collins. Klay Thompson rejects it. That'll be out of the Warriors. Substitution being made in this one. Trae Young to Allen Crabbe. Oh, bad pass there. Warriors have it.
Come on, let's dig in. Let's really build this lead.
Curry. Wow, 7 threes in this first half alone. This could be an all-time performance.
And the record is only 13. He's better than halfway there. But as a shooter, you have to remain lost in the battle. And you're only as good as your last shot. Don't beat that record, destroy it.
For 3, buries it on the catch and shoot.
Great shot by the offense. But the defense, you can't afford to collapse off that penetration. I'd rather a team take a tough 2 than a wide open 3.
Trae Young. 4-3. Trae Young able to knock it down. Tough shot with the hand in his face.
I don't know how he saw his man out in the cut like that, but that was nice.
Thompson. Hawks have the board. Parker into the front court. Trailing by 11. Evan Turner. Green always looking for the steal. Curry. Yes. Or in the case of the defense, not good. He has an uncanny approach to the game.
And did you see that? His eyes are his deadliest weapon. When he steps over half court, when he looks at the rim, that naturally throws the defender off. It makes the defender lean just a little bit. And just that millisecond of you wondering what he's going to do, splash is enough for him to exploit.
Nice pace, sets it up, and slams it down.
Well, when you play for each other and not just for yourself, that's when great things happen. You essentially lose yourself in what the team is trying to accomplish. It's called unselfish basketball. And there's nothing more beautiful than rewarding your teammate with a nice pass and letting them finish for 2 or 3 points.
To Green. Fires the 3, so the first points for him in this first half, and he knocks it down for 3.
Yeah, they really need him to get going. Really surprised that none of his teammates have been talking to him. This is when he needs him the most. They have to uplift him, help him continue to be confident on the court.
Cauley-Stein to Green. No, I missed a short one there. Oh, stolen by the Warriors. Green. Can't connect from inside. To Thompson. Curry knocks it down.
They're shooting the ball well, but let me tell you why. They're already ready to shoot before they even catch the ball. Look at their hands. Their hands are ready, providing a target. So when they catch that ball, they go right into their shot. We call that being shot ready.
New blood coming in for both sides. Trae Young. To Allen Crabbe. The Hawks with 4 to shoot. Fires the 3. Where's the chatter? No one was even close to him.
I know he's a volume shooter. I know defensively at times you have to take your lumps. Might be time to adjust the scouting report, though. Start denying him the ball.
Trying for a 30-point night, but it's no good. Over to the right side. Lets it fly from long range. Gets it to go. Coach cannot be happy with that closeout.
I know there are refs on the court all the time, but it doesn't mean they can see every play. Maybe defensively, grab his jersey, step on his toe, do something to kind of change up his pace.
Curry. He's not shy about shooting it from out there, but he misses this time. He continues to shoot it well from beyond the arc. That's 4 threes now in this first half.
Yeah, and confidence comes from discipline and training. You can tell that kid's been putting in the time in the gym.
Time expires to end the first half. The Warriors with the lead. All set to go here in the second half. The third quarter is underway. It's Steph at the controls from long range. Parker grabs the rebound. On a bad pass. Going to be taken away by the Warriors. To Curry. D'Angelo Russell off the mark.
As a team, they were on an absolute tear in the first half. But guess what happens during halftime? The defensive team makes adjustments, and it looks like it's working out.
Going to launch beyond the arc. How's this for a hot start? He's 5 of 5 from three-point range.
And I get mesmerized every time I watch him shoot. Great release, up and down, comes down in the same spot every time.
Russell into the front court. His guys lead here early stages third quarter. That's off the side of the rim, no good.
Shooters shoot, period. I don't want to hear any excuses. That's why you're on the floor. You keep doing what you're doing with that superior confidence.
Parker. To Trae Young. Driving right to the basket. And scores.
2 points. Take them any way you can get them.
To Green. Russell. Now a steal by Atlanta. Parker to Trae Young. Oh, bad pass there. Warriors have it.
Don't rush this now. The game's been tight so far.
Oh, he couldn't get it to go.
Notice that the defense isn't giving him as much space anymore. They're crowding him every time he catches the ball and really getting into his legs defensively.
Works it up top. Parker to Allen Crabbe. Lets it fly from beyond the arc. He has had the hot hand tonight. He's now 6 for 6 from beyond the arc.
And I say keep feeding him the ball. If he's not going to miss, let's make sure our offense centers around him.
Russell not going down here. To Allen Crabbe. Beyond the arc for 3. And he finally misses one after making his first 6. Curry. Off the mark. No good. To Trae Young. Parker. Jabari Parker. Better late than never. That was his first shot, and it goes down.
Everything looks great when you shoot the ball like this. And yes, Ed, this team does have some issues, but they are all masked and camouflaged with this shooting display we're watching.
Curry. 10 threes for him now in the game, Jay. Just astonishing.
And I can't believe what I'm seeing. It's only happened 30-something times since the three-point line went into effect in 1979. It goes to show you how big of a night he's having.
How old were you back then?
I was not born yet, my friend.
Boom, baby. Thompson to bring it into the front court. His guys now trailing by a point. To Russell. Curry buries the wide-open 3. That's too easy.
And I don't know why the defense continues to help on guys that drive. Make them take shots over your bigs. By you helping more, you're just leaving three-point shooters open on the perimeter.
To Parker. Oh, stolen by the Warriors. Great feed. Sets it up. It's Steph for 2. Yes, when this guy's open, look out. Nearly automatic. His instincts are unnatural. But what makes him so good given the work he's put in?
The special thing about Stephen Curry is that his entire life he has practiced great habits. A lot of players practice and get up shots, but they don't practice the right habits, and that comes with the lineage. His father, Dale Curry, making sure that he puts in the time and effort, but the proper skill with the time and effort.
To Trae Young. Just enough of a head fake to help on that one.
And when the ball gets the defense rotating from side to side, doesn't always happen, but it's a beautiful thing when everybody is allowed to be on the same page. Scouting report is being executed, you're being efficient with your jump shooting, your passes are crisp, you're listening to the coach on the sideline, and everything is working your way. You have to really appreciate these type of moments in the game of basketball.
Mixing things up. Hockey line substitutions. Both teams making changes.
You're on the island now.
Here's a chance from long range. Rebound comes to Atlanta. To Parker. Now ready to shoot at the line.
This drives me nuts when I see fouls like that being called in a close game. Sometimes you just gotta let them play, ref.
Knocks down the first. 2 for 2 on that trip.
Good shot.
Livingston across the timeline. Our score all even in this third quarter. Good luck making excuses. Klay Thompson wide open. He's not going to miss that one.
Don't seem shocked. This is how the game is played these days. Shooting a three is like shooting a layup.
To Allen Crabbe. For 3. Add another one to his total. That's now 7 threes for the ball game.
And the ball is finding him wherever he goes on the court. Man, that boy, he the best.
Thompson.
That reach was just about a second off. He got his hand in there a little bit quicker. That would have been a steal.
Just enough imbalance. Can't connect on the first free throw.
Soft and buttery.
And he hits the second. Whoops, that won't go. 4-3. Had made his first couple, but he misses there. To Thompson. Fires the 3, and it's the big man, Len, with the rebound. Finishing inside the paint on that one.
Well, the shooting has been spectacular, but one of the things that I've seen as the difference maker in this ball game is how they are catching the basketball. They're not establishing a pivot foot, which leaves the defense wondering which way you can drive, but when that shot is working like that, you got it any way you want it.
Klay Thompson pins it.
You know why? I don't see anybody on the defensive end standing up out of position. I see everybody squatted down, really out.
Hawks with the basketball to start this fourth quarter. Partner, you and I were just shaking our heads during this quarter break. We can't believe how good a game this has been.
And we've seen this so many times with the teams that are the most talented on paper. This shouldn't even be a game. But sometimes an underdog, they rise to the challenge. And they've really hung in there all the way in these 3 quarters.
D'Angelo Russell won't go down. Add 2 points to the board.
2 points. Take them any way you can get them.
We get a whistle and a timeout by Golden State as they'll discuss matters in what's now a 3-point game.
You're going to see the best players make in-game adjustments on the fly. The intellect of some of these superstars is off the charts. Your ability to adapt and move forward as quickly as possible in the most efficient manner will determine whether you win this game or not.
They're going to make some changes with some new personnel on the floor.
Here we go.
Curry not getting the bounce. Parker with it. Up by 3. To Trae Young. Fires the 3. Offensive rebound. On the follow. Way to stay with it.
I'm pretty sure I saw that move earlier in the game. I can't believe he fell for it again.
Curry misfires. It's no good. To Allen Crabbe. D'Angelo Russell with the block.
Blocking so many shots only gives your perimeter that much more confidence to really apply more pressure.
Curry, down low Green. Lets it fly from long range. That right there, Jay, his 8th three of the game. He is putting on a show.
He's defying physics with that jumper. He's not even holding his foul through.
Russell missed it. To Trae Young. Good look that time, but off the mark.
It's because he took his eye off his target, Ed. As an offensive player, you have to glare at where the defender's coming to, but quickly redirect yourself to your actual target. He was more consumed with the defender than he was the actual rim.
He's been dialed in from long distance. That's now 5 threes for the game.
Nothing more painful than the next day watching tape, seeing the fact that he got 15 points off three-point shots.
Changes coming from both sides right now. Hawks have it. Trae Young. Goes to the left side. Parker. At his core, he is dangerous. Jabari Parker, wide open, drills it.
Defense, do the math. You force him to take tough twos, you'll probably have a better chance to win this game if you can slow down the pace.
Parker into the front court. Up by 6. Down low for Len. Gets it in the left corner. Wide open look, won't go. On a bad pass. Going to be taken away by the Warriors.
Tonight, it may not cost you, but in a playoff game, it will.
And Steph, he can make that shot with his eyes closed. Wide open, knocks down the 3.
Ooh, that confidence level is so superior. Whenever you start jogging back on defense before the ball even goes through the net, that speaks for itself.
Now the Warriors gonna call a timeout. That's their first of the final 3 minutes. That leaves them with 1 remaining.
And this is where I get a chance to see if coaches can change it up. Maybe let one of your players lead the timeout so your team can hear a different voice to keep everybody engaged. Maybe like the Warriors did with Andre Iguodala.
We have both squads set to make some moves right now. Curry buries the 3. He's too good to leave that open.
It's all about creating space with the dribble. Once you have that gap, you can beat somebody in a variety of ways. He chose a dagger with the 3.
Warriors have the basketball. Steph Curry has it against Evan Turner. From long range, Stephen Curry surpassing his own NBA record, his 14th three-pointer of the ballgame.
And he just made me tap my own chest and touch the sky.
Has a chance. No good. To Curry. Going to launch beyond the arc. Another one goes down. Did you ever think we'd see a night like this?
Easy answer, no.
Trae Young. Lets it fly from beyond the arc. It's no good. Shots not going down.
And big-time coaching strategy by the staff right there, utilizing their bench, keeping fresh legs on that shooter consistently throughout the course of the game.
Curry into the front court. Up 6. Shakes free. And hit.
If you're off on the weak side, stunt towards the driver. That means fake at him. Don't overcommit. Stunt.
Town Charlotte. Tonight, the Charlotte Hornets playing host to the LA Clippers. The Hornets secure the opening tip as they get the basketball first. We're underway in Charlotte. Now a timeout coming here from the Hornets coach as he'll talk things over here in the first quarter. Substitution being made in this one. Rozier. His first effort off the mark. Jay, upon scanning this Clippers roster, there are a lot of guards for Doc Rivers to work with.
Yeah, they have a plethora of guards, and if I'm this team and if I'm Doc Rivers, I'm thinking about how do I throw as many guards at you as possible, because Doc wants to get another guard in there to apply the same pressure. They should be the new modern-day Detroit Pistons with the style they play defensively.
George, and a pass taken away by Charlotte. Rozier won't go down. He's on the deck. Great sacrifice. To Paul George. Shot from the lane won't go. Nice follow-up on the dunk there. Jay, when you break down Paul George, where is he at his best?
He needs to be engaged. He needs to have the ball in his hands. He needs to be needed. And that's the biggest thing for Paul George. When he's the guy offensively and he makes those clutch shots, it re-engages him defensively. And that drives him to be the best version of Paul George there is.
Strong finish for Paul George. Feed the big fella. Point to the passer.
So good when you get everybody involved, in particular your bigs. You get them going, they'll run the court faster, and guess what? They'll set harder screens because they're actually in the game.
Clippers have got it.
I'm hearing some boos from the crowd. They know just like I know you're not getting back on D.
George, that one off the mark. It's no good. And he's fouled, and he earns a trip to the line.
You see this all the time. The defensive players establishing his presence on the court and also checking to see how far the refs are going to let him go.
And hits the first free throw. Good free throw shooting. Knocks down a pair.
Get your money, man. Pick up.
George. Rebound snared by Kid Gilchrist.
I got ball.
Give him 2 points. High percentage.
I'm telling you right now, with moves like that, scoring is not going to be an issue tonight.
It's LA Clippers ball. To Beverly. Michael Kid Gilchrist with a piece. Out of bounds. Last touch by Michael Kid Gilchrist. Kawhi Leonard. And he hits.
Woo, did you see that? Eyes to the rim, and the rest was all net.
Rozier with it. Down 4. Shot clock's at 5. Down to 4. Fires the 3. Well, their first 3, and they're right back in it. Within a possession in this first quarter.
Well, I don't want to live in the past, but if you got a couple of those to drop earlier, you could have had a nice lead. Now, we got a dogfight.
Paul George can't get that one to go. Defense all over him. It goes down.
That's what I'm talking about, Ed. It's that simple. Put the ball in the bucket.
Beverly into the front court. They trail by 1. Nice pace, sets it up, and slams it down.
That's what I'm talking about. Nice finish. It's all business.
Here's a chance from long range. Buries it on the catch and shoot.
But it was how he created the shot. As a defender, there's a tendency to stand up when you stare at the ball. Offensive player recognized that, continuously moved without the ball. Bang, that's how he set it up.
To Miles Bridges, trying to cash in. He's looking for that touch. George, double figures in the first quarter, now at 10, including that 3.
And the more and more I watch, I become mesmerized with that follow-through. That release is effortless.
Rozier into the front court, trailing by 4. From long range. Well, he missed his first 3 from downtown, but he gets this one to go.
And it's called short-term memory. The good players don't have one.
Timeout called here by the Clippers as they'll talk the basketball game. Changes coming from both sides right now. Leonard. Oh, he couldn't get it to go. Knocked loose. Clippers have it. Whoa! What a finish. They have set the tone in this one.
I love when I see offenses come out in beast mode. You attack that paint, you get to the rim, inevitably the floor will open up for you to knock down some threes.
Williams into the front court. Leads one. From the painted area, won't go down.
And physicality is your friend. Don't let these guys get any easy ones down low. Make them look at the refs, wondering where the foul was every time.
Lets it fly from long range. Hits the trifecta.
Ed, let me tell you how this one goes. It ain't no fun if the homies can't have some. Everyone's getting a piece of the rock tonight.
Leonard. And the rebound taken in by Williams. Deep three at the buzzer. The first quarter's complete. The Hornets out in front. One quarter down. Neither side really distinguished itself. Jay, what stood out?
Well, first off, I'm going to take my analytical hat off and then put my fan hat on. This has been a blasé first quarter. Not good, not bad, right in between. Let's see how both teams come out and try to adjust themselves in the second half.
Leonard. Not getting the bounce. And the finish at the rim.
I love when I see smaller players finish in the paint amongst the trees. But if you're a big on the other side, you can't let that happen.
And a putback slam.
Woo, that's nasty right there.
Nice, you good, you good. I got ball. Cut it, coming through.
And a whistle.
A simple touch foul.
Down to 5 on the 24. 4-3. No good. That's great defense. To George. Paul George. He's 5 for 10, shooting 50%.
No. See, this is where I lose my mind. If you have that height, you got to throw that one down with authority. Send a message.
Knocked loose. Clippers have got it.
We going to see a team take the lead here?
Williams to the rim. Lets it fly from beyond the arc. It's good. Defense has to pick things up.
And the three-point shot of the offense applies so much pressure on the defense, you can no longer build your teams inside out. The new way, you build your team outside in.
Leonard, good for 3.
And in today's game, you have to make shots like that. Nice work draining it from deep.
And draws the foul.
Love the fact that the shooter created contact on the upward motion to shoot the basketball. Big time play.
First try, no good. Knocks down the second after missing the first. Leonard. Kawhi Leonard is going to get a chance at 3 here. A career 84% free throw shooter. First one goes down. Second of 3, off the mark. Beyond the arc for three. Not going down here. To Beverly. He was all over him. Missed the shot. No free throws. To Rozier. Fires the three. And he buries it.
And watching all these great shooters on the floor at once, it almost mesmerizes me. It's like you're watching the shot in slow motion. The backspin, it gives off the feel that the ball's going in every time.
Turns and slams it down. He was ready right at the tip.
What a first half he's having. He came out of the gate, attacked, found ways to get to the rim. Now look how easy the game is coming to him.
To Leonard. Kawhi Leonard. With that shot, he's 5 for 8.
You normally don't see that, but that's the type of thing that keeps shooters in the league for a long time. Every once in a while, they venture into the paint.
They get it to George, down low. From the outside, no good. And he stepped out of bounds, turns the ball over. Looks like both teams are making substitutions. George, and it's good.
And this squad just continues to light it up from long range. One of the things I learned about teams like this, teams that fall in love with a three-point shot, as quickly as they built the lead, is as quickly as they can lose it if they're over-reliant on the three-point shot.
And that'll get out of bounds. Last touch by the Clippers. Charlotte basketball. Sizing up the defense. Surveys the floor. For three, he was all over him.
And look, sometimes you don't have it going every single night. Maybe utilize yourself as a decoy and get some teammates involved with your passing.
Almost unlucky bounce. Goes reverse to lay it in. Now the Hornets take the timeout as they'll take a moment to go over things here in the second quarter. Both coaches dipping into their reserves. Changes coming onto the floor. Monk against Paul George. That won't go. Harkless to Paul George. Lays it up and in.
And last year, it seemed like PG really had a difficult time finding that next level elite PG. No doubt about it. This year, he needs to be playoff P all day, every day.
To Nick Batum. Screen coming. Batum. And the rebound taken in by George. Leonard. Working hard on the glass. On the follow. Way to stay with it. Deep three at the buzzer. Time expires to end the first half. It's been all Clippers so far. First half, very one-sided. What will the second half bring? We'll find out as we're underway. Beverly Off the iron. No good.
They had so much success in the first half knocking down the three-point shot. That's not the case so far in the second. Try to play inside out. Maybe attack the rim. See the ball go in first.
Going to launch. Beyond the arc. Buries the wide-open three. That's too easy.
It's all about creating space with the dribble. Once you have that gap, you can beat somebody in a variety of ways. He chose the dagger with the three.
To Rozier. Fires the three. Textbook defense.
And big-time coaching strategy by the staff right there, utilizing their bench, keeping fresh legs on that shooter consistently throughout the course of the game.
Leonard to George. That's rebounded by the Hornets. To Rozier. Here's a chance from long range. He engulfed him that time. To Rozier. And a nice finish at the rim.
And sometimes less is more. Keeping it simple is the best way.
To Leonard. Can't connect.
Here's the beautiful thing about having a bad game. As long as it says W in the win column after the game is over, then nothing else really matters. You've done your job.
Bismack Biyombo sends it away.
Ed, that's light work for a guy with his ability.
Now a timeout from the Hornets coach as their coaching staff wants to talk things over here in this third quarter. We have both squads set to make some moves right now. Drive here, but the shot stays out. From long range. Not that time. He missed it. Tosses. Throws it down off the alley-oop pass.
I know there's that old saying that says one man can't beat five, but we're watching one man carry four other players. His back has to be hurting. Another big-time finish.
That's off the side of the rim, short. To Leonard.
And even his easy shots look difficult. It seems like the defense has completely disrupted his game. The bumping and pushing him has really thrown him off.
Clippers have the basketball. Leonard. Charlotte has the board. And they call it.
He took a chance. That's the right call.
Team foul number 1. That's the first foul in the last 2 minutes.
Screen, I got your help.
Lets it fly from long range. And the rebound grabbed by the Clippers. George. Rebound taken by the Hornets. To Rozier. Oh, with the foul. And a chance coming up at the line.
Smart play to rip through the extended arm of the defender. That will get you to the free throw line every time.
Oops, he missed the first one. So he goes 1 for 2 from the line after hitting on the second. LA Clippers with the basketball. Beverly. Great defense, forcing the miss. To Rozier. 4-3. Defense all over Rozier. Can't connect. Great feed. Nice finish at the rim.
No. See, this is where I lose my mind. If you have that height, you got to throw that one down with authority. Send a message.
Runner here won't go down. Beverly into the front court. Counting down toward a minute to play in this third quarter. Leonard. Marvin Williams matched up with Paul George. Perfect feed to set up the basket.
And that is the sign of an unselfish team. When everybody in transition thinks they have a chance to get the ball because you have a willing passer, somebody willing to make other players on his team look great, that's only going to force your players to play that much harder on offense and give you more energy on the defensive end.
Rozier. And the rebound brought down by Harrell. Beverly into the front court. It's an 11-point game. Just enough of a head fake to help on that one.
The okie doke. Let's see if he'll try that one again.
Lets it fly from beyond the arc, and he can't get it to go down. It's no good. Yes, and a foul. He'll have a chance at a three-point play.
So many times we get on the defender for quote-unquote letting the offensive player score on an and one. Sometimes there's a lucky bounce, but more often than not, it's the offensive player who makes the play happen despite the defender's best intentions.
Converts in the paint. Nice finish at the rim. A pass stolen by the Hornets.
You go back to the principles, things that we started working on when we were in first and second grade. It's called the shell drill. You stay down in the stance defensively, you try to deny the next pass away, and you have to communicate. If your conditioning is bad, you have no chance. But if you're able to do all these things together, collectively, you will be able to stop a great passing team.
Hornets with the first possession here in the fourth quarter. They're looking up at a big margin. And that, Jay, shouldn't come as a surprise to many.
Well, for them to have a chance to win, I'm glad they brought their A game in their backpacks here to the arena, but that's not enough. They need their A+ game, and they need to execute down the stretch. You need to throw everything in the bag at them in order to win this game.
And Paul George good on the quick release there.
You live by the three, you die by the three. And guess what? They're living large right now.
Hornets right now in possession.
I got ball.
To Rozier. Beyond the arc for three. And the Clippers with the rebound. Williams across the timeline. His guys holding the big lead. Can't connect. It's no good. To the rim. Lays it up and in.
2 points. Take them any way you can get them.
Leonard. That no good. Off the mark. Count the basket, and it could have been more. No whistle.
Well, he finished strong because he was able to initiate the contact. When you initiate the contact first, you bounce off the defender, which balances you at the rim.
Pulled in by Biyombo. To Rozier. And count the basket.
Man, that may not have been a gimme, but that layup at the rim definitely chips away at the pride of the defense.
Goes to the left side. Leonard. That's off the side of the rim, no good.
In the first half, he pretty much made every single shot. It was magical to watch. But now that you have drawn so much attention, try to get your teammates more involved.
The follow won't go either.
Yo, big kudos to the defender. It seems like the mere presence of him in the paint was enough to throw off the concentration of the guy trying to drop the layup in.
Fires the three. Malik Monk is going to get 3 shots here, shooting 50%. Some yes, some no in this contest. First free throw is good. It's a second. One more coming. Perfect from the line. It's all three of them. It's the Clippers with the possession now. Beverly to Paul George. Williams. Lou Williams. Small sample size, but making the most of it. He's 1 for 2.
Well, we got a chance to firsthand watch something be created. I think we just watched an epidemic of passing. I've never seen something like this before. It was so contagious, everybody started to do it, and it ultimately led to the other team's demise.
If that's an epidemic, sign me up. Time for some new personnel into the game. Across the timeline, it's Rozier. The deficit now up to a dozen. Not that time. He misses. To George. Billy Hernangomez snatching it out of the air. That ball's out of bounds off the Hornets. Coach is going to shift gears and adjust his matchups. George, wide open look, won't go.
This game is all about the small victories, though. The execution on that play was on point. You keep executing like that, those shots are going in eventually.
For three, defense snuffed it out. Harkless off the mark. Even to Zubats, pins it.
You know, sometimes basketball can become a very beautiful thing to watch. During the regular season, things can get difficult. Energy can be low. The passion at times can even be lower because players are tired. They're fatigued. But today, it's all been good. They're putting in an absolute show with killer efficiency and tremendous effort and intensity.
To Leonard. Has a chance. Can't connect. Defense did its job that time.
It's easy. Force guys into low percentage shots. That's the reason why we're big into stats. It was all provided to you before the game in the scouting report.
Going to launch beyond the arc. At long last, he missed his first 5 attempts from beyond the arc, but he gets that one to go.
Welcome to psychological warfare, provided he's not taking bad shots. But if I were the defense, I would let him keep shooting it. Make him think about it a little bit more.
To Rozier. Fires the three, buries it on the catch and shoot.
It's easy to get lost in the chaos of the game down the stretch, but great awareness by the shooter to get those toes right behind the three-point line.
And buries it. Jay, they'll take that any day.
Hand down, man down. You got to get up and contest the shot.
Here's a chance from long range. It's George with the rebound. Beverly. No good. Leonard. Basket's good on the follow. Way to stay with it. Now whistle, and Charlotte is going to use a timeout. They're down big in this fourth quarter, and a chance here to empty their bench. Time to adjust. Both coaches making changes on the floor. The pass taken away by the Clippers.
Tonight, it may not cost you, but in a playoff game, it will.
Short jumper off the mark. The follow won't go either. Billy Hernangomez. Tough matchup against George. Bad pass there. Clippers have it. It's the Clippers who come away with the victory. as they win this one handily. That'll wrap things up. For Jay Williams.